How's it going today, guys? Trucks and Water here. In today's video, I'll be going over a topic that's kind of come up in the past few months, and it's like, where have all the trucks been? Why is used prices skyrocketing? Well, I've done my research. I'm gonna go in this video, my thoughts on it, where it's going to in the future, and what should we be prepared for. So, we're going to visit 3 dealerships near my house, a Toyota dealership, Ford dealership, and a Chevy dealership. And we'll look at their inventory and see what they got to kind of prove my point, if you get what I mean. Okay, guys, so we're at my local Toyota dealership. And before we get started, I do have some basis for this information. So my little brother works here. And he told me when they get any Tacomas, Tundras, 4Runners, stuff like that, and even the cars sometimes, they'll offload them off the truck, and literally within a day of offloading them, if that, they're all sold. They have a waiting list. That's how much this market is so screwed up, and they've marked them up like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 sometimes, and people still pay it. So we'll get out and look at a used truck, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Don't mind the rain, it's gonna go away here in a little bit, but this is a 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500 double cab, so not the big standard cab, LT with a center console. I already looked this truck up. It's got the really nice big black wheels on it. I like the white. I like the rally stripes right here. I love the front end. These 14s and 15s, even though the 14s has some major problems. The 14s and 15s, it looks like my OBS almost. But anyway, this truck has about 84,000 miles on it. It's very clean though, don't get me wrong. Someone took very, very good care of it, which is awesome to see. But they're wanting $31,000 for a truck that has 84,000 miles on it. This truck, a year and a half, 2 years ago, will literally be in the mid-20s. But that's how much the market has gone up on these trucks. They've got a couple used Tundras, few used 10 Tacomas, but anything new-wise, it's completely gone. This used to be 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, this should be packed full of Tundras, Tacomas, 4Runners, you name it, Camrys, like Avalons and all that stuff, and now it's just a barren wasteland because that's how much people are buying these vehicles up. This is not just a Toyota dealership though. It's also the Ford dealership and the Chevy dealership I'll show you here in a minute. We are rolling up on the next dealership and I can't wait to look up at yeah, that's not a lot of trucks or cars or anything. This parking, like I said, 2-3 years ago, would have it fully decked out with new trucks and cars and stuff like that. All right, got a truck. Like I said, this part of the Ford dealership would be full of trucks. I mean, and there's a Ford Mach-E. Screw that thing, thing's ugly as crap. But all they've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which actually is more than they had before, because before this, it was only like 1. I think it was this one right here, the only one in stock. So this is the new Ford, new body style Ford, which is just kind of a remake of the old body style. I decently like it. I mean, it's just like I said, to me it's just a remake of the old body style. But yeah, this whole area would be flooded with new trucks, but it's just not. I mean, it's just the market value. Now, these aren't marked up, so they don't have an extra little sticker right here with a markup thing on it. Heck, a Lariat, 74,000. That's ridiculous. But I have seen some trucks, especially the heavy duty trucks, been marked up like 8-10 grand over MSRP. Because people are willing to pay for it. It's insane. I mean, new trucks are insane anyways. An XLT F250, or sorry, F150, with a 3.5 liter V6 is $58,000. That is insane. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but that is insane, the price on these new trucks. This one does look really good. I like gunmetal or stingray gray, whatever they call it. I do like that color, but the markup on the new truck is absolutely ridiculous. And the reason why I say that is because, like, when we go down the Chevy dealership, I'll explain. Now we're at the local Chevy dealership near my house, and I'm parked next to this beautiful RST Silverado. If I was going to get one, it's probably the setup I want, the RST with those wheels. If they get it right, the 6.2 liters, I know the 6.2 liters having some major problems right now, but this has got the 5.3 in it, and they're wanting, with nitrogen, pinstripe prep package, $56,000. The original sticker price is $54,000. It's the cloth interior, the heated seats, center console. I'm not a huge fan of those, it doesn't bother me that much, but look how gorgeous this truck is. So, $54,000 MSRP, right? At the Toyota dealership we were just at, they had, a few weeks ago, an LTZ the 18 Silverado. So just the body style before this one, basically. And it had like 30-something thousand miles on, I think. Very clean truck, won't lie, very clean. Had leather. It did have leather. It had a sunroof, and then it had a heated cooled seat. So a little bit more of an upgrade than this truck is right here. 2021. But they're wanting $48,000 for it with 30,000 plus miles on it and 3 to 4-ish years older. When you can go and get a brand new one of these for 56 out the door, or well, you got tax, titles, and fees, 56,000, and you have a warranty with it. So that's how much the used market has absolutely gone skyrocketed. See here, they've got another RST. Here's an LT, more trimmed down truck, I guess you can say, as the cop just passes me. So hopefully it's important to what I'm doing. 51 is what they're asking for, 49. Yeah, the used market is absolutely freaking ridiculous, and I'm gonna explain what I think is gonna happen in the next 5 to 6 months. So let's hop in the truck before this rain gets us, and we'll go from there. Now we're back in the truck. I'm gonna explain what I think is gonna happen here in the next 6 to 8 months, and here's why. The media has been saying this, and we have some local insight. The company I work for, and also my dad works for, we have a personal dealership. That company deals where we get special discounts once you get higher up in the company, like my dad. So my mom and dad have been looking for an HD style truck, like a Silverado 2500, a Ram 2500, or an F250, something of that nature, diesel, something like that. I'm not gonna say what dealership they're at because I want to rat the guy out, but he told them to wait, and here's why. As we know from the COVID-19 outbreak and everything, the microchips have been really hard to get, and especially affected the vehicle section of the market because of how much rely on computers in the newer vehicles. Well, Ram kind of redid their lineup, and some companies caught it before it got bad, but Ford, especially Ford, and some parts of Chevy did not catch it in time. And they have literally 2021s and now 2022 sitting out in lots, fields. You can even see it from space, these new trucks that have been sitting there waiting on chips. That's all they need to run is a microchip and come out. Well, the problem with that is they say in 6 to 8 months they're going to have the chips in. This is what they're saying. Now, it could be wrong because of their outbreak, quote unquote, and it screwed all up again. But in 6 to 8 months, they're going to all come in, put them in truck, and there's going to be a mass flooding of new trucks, but they're already a year old, so it'll be leftovers. Like before you went to a dealership and you buy a leftover at a discounted price, so you get rid of the truck. So they're going to have leftovers. They're already going to be discounted to get these leftovers off the dealership, the lots, for the new 2022 to 2023s coming out, and then you're going to have a flood of used vehicles. That's what drove the used prices up. There's nothing new out, so people are wanting to buy used, and that drove the used prices up. I mean, there's dealerships without any new stuff on it. I know there's a Honda dealership out in Knoxville that didn't have any new Honda vehicles on their lot at all. All they're relying on was used, basically one giant used car lot. Hey, they had this poster sign saying, hey, bring us your used vehicles, we'll buy them off of you, no trade-in for anything else, we'll just buy your used vehicles. And that's what it's come down to, honestly. And once that happens, though, the market's going to collapse in on itself like the housing market did in 2008. And all these people that bought newer vehicles that were $5, $8, $10,000+ over MSRP are going to be upside down in vehicle, which a vehicle isn't a bad investment to begin with if we're talking money and finances, because it always depreciates once it leaves the lot. It's automatically a used vehicle and already depreciates so much. Maybe not right now, but here in the next 6 to 8 months it will, if it pans out the way it should. So then the whole market's going to crash. The used prices are going to plummet down to way lower than they were before, probably, and you'll be able to get trucks that are $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, probably in the 20s, 30s, low 40s, depending on the package. Newer trucks like 14s and above or something of that nature. NNBS's trucks of Chevrolet and GM, so the 07.5 to 13, they're somewhere now in the $30,000 range, depending on the package. Those are going to plummet back down to the teens to low 20s price wise. So I understand that if some of you all bought into the market and you had no choice, you had to get a newer vehicle for work or whatever the case might be, I completely understand that. But people that just wanted to upgrade just to upgrade, have the new flashiest thing, you might be in some trouble. And the reason why I say it is because it's already happened to the power sports side. I go on Facebook Marketplace all the time, and there's already a crap ton
of dirt bikes and four-wheelers and side-by-sides starting to flood the market, driving the prices down again because people realize I can't afford this. Yeah, my STEMI checks help cover the down payment. You know, unemployment paid me X amount of dollars. Unemployment's now gone. You're looking for jobs. You know, the economy's trying to get itself back on its feet, but they realize they can't afford it, so they're having to sell stuff at a discounted price. Where before, you could charge a brand new price for a used toy because people are willing to pay it because no power sports dealerships had them in. Now the dealerships starting to get stock back in inventory and stuff like that, then it's driving the prices back down. I think that's what's going to happen with the truck market. So if you are in the market for a new truck or a newer truck to you, if you can hold off for another 6 to 8 months, so around January to March-ish area, where it's supposed to plummet back down, or even sooner than that, hold off until then, guys. I used to be like this. I wanted the new shiny greatest right then and there, but be grateful for what you all have also. You know, my truck's not the newest. It's a 96 Chevrolet. You know, it's got issues, it's got problems I'm dealing with. Heck, I'm even looking at getting a car for a daily driver just so I can make sure I can keep the miles off of this truck and for better fuel economy. But that being said, you know, let me hear your all's thought process down below. I'm really interested to see what you all think. I know I've talked to a lot of people about this, and a lot of people agree with me that this is probably going to plummet out from underneath itself, and people are going to be screwed. Let me hear your all's thought process down below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Join the Trucks and Water community. We're constantly growing, changing, and trying new and better things. I hope you all have a great day, and remember, never give up on your dreams.